Hey, cool cats and kittens. Welcome to Musicians Hangout with your host, Crush Fistfight, the Booty Pop Moopsie, and Maxine Maxwell of the Maxwells.
Happy Wednesday, everyone! It's so great to be back. Hi, Crash.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing, girl?
I'm good, and how are you this fine evening?
I'm doing all right. I can't believe it's already been a week since our last show. The time has just been flying by. It's crazy.
It has been flying by, very quickly.
March Madness.
Yes, oh yes.
I can't believe we've only got 3 more shows left of this season, and my goodness, we have some awesome artists planned for this week and the next 2 weeks and the next season. So, oh my goodness, can't wait.
Yeah. It just keeps getting better and better.
It does. Oh, wow. And yeah. I can't wait to start announcing some of the things we have planned for our 5th year anniversary.
Yay. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for that.
No, it's so hard not to tell everybody, but stay tuned, everyone. We'll let you know. And yeah, we have an amazing band that we have planned for you all this evening. I'll go over our mission statement here on Musicians Hangout, and then we'll bring them to this show. Okay. Our mission statement here on Musicians Hangout is to be part of a revolution to create friendships with other artists and build a community network to save music. And we have the talented duo Sunrust on the show tonight. Bring them on down. Hi, guys.
Hello. Good evening. Welcome.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. It doesn't seem like that long ago that we got to meet you at the Independent Awards ceremony. Yeah. So, yeah. It's been a pleasure to be able to network with all of the nominees and the award winners.
Yes.
Sunrust is an award winner of
Best Video
of 2023. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about yourselves. Go ahead and introduce yourselves.
Yeah.
Well, my name is Sunny, and this is Russ. Yes, and we created this band with a gothic vibe. We do original, and we do meaningful, speak to your soul music.
Yes.
Very theatrical. For the audience to sort of participate in, so we can, reach into their hearts and, make a statement.
Right.
Absolutely captivating.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess first and foremost and all that is that we are songwriters, and we're both individual songwriters that do write our own songs. And so I think our goal, I'm Russ, by the way.
Right.
I'm the other half of Sunrust.
Oh, lovely.
The goal was to always create those songs that create that touch your soul, and you remember the next day because it stirred something inside you besides wanted to dance, because that's not what we do, but we appreciate it. But it's our goal was to do something different, and I think we've achieved that to this point.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Very unique. 2-piece. Yes.
So what do you guys do in the band?
I play the 12-string, and I'm a vocalist, a 12-string Taylor. It's my baby. The guitar picked me.
Nice.
A songwriter, and I've been a singer for 30 years, and I've been in many bands. I've played all over Europe, but and the US, but I never got a chance to really do my own stuff my way. I have a couple other albums, but they were always interpreted differently by the producers, and they always kind of made them their own. And so I'm doing it my way. And Russ he can get in my head really, really easily, and he collaborates so well.
That's cool.
And he's got like 7 albums, you know, and he's a songwriter in his own. You know, he's been all over the map himself. So
That's cool.
So I'm the other singer-songwriter, guitar player, bass player, producer, arranger. Do kind of wear all the hats.
Many hats, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
We found this unique partnership where we kind of have this yin and yang. She's the far better singer, and I'm the better guitar player. But we help each other. You know, she helps me learn how to sing better, and I help her learn how to play better and arrange her songs. And so we've got this really unique partnership of collaboration that really I've never had personally in the many years that I've done music myself. That is very unique to what we're doing.
Cool.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah. So how long have you been a band together?
about 2 years.
Oh, wow.
About 2.5 years now.
Yeah. Yeah, he heard my originals and he was like, you know what, I think we can do something with these. And
Nice.
and I, you know, it's hard to find other musicians that really feel what you're trying to say and can add to it. And he adds this amazing feel that is unlike, you know, we don't try to be like anybody else. We don't want to emulate anyone. We want to create our own vibe, our own sound, and go off in a whole different direction. Therefore, we don't fit into any pocket.
Yeah.
Still, it's like right here, you know, like we can someday die knowing that we changed the musical field in a way.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Making that impact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a legacy.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
I think that's what we all would like to do as
Yes.
musicians.
Yeah. And I think the other part of it is just prior to us working together, I'd released a solo record myself.
Okay.
Nice.
And it fell on deaf ears. And nobody was really interested in what I did. And so
No.
it's kind of a lesson of like, okay, well, if nobody's really interested in what I'm doing, then maybe I should partner with somebody who draws more of that interest in. And what happened with us is that the music that I did wasn't as heartfelt or as emotionally engaged as it is now. And I think people have reacted to that much, much deeper. You know, I can't tell you the number of times when people have stopped us after we've played and been emotionally engaged in what we're doing. And I've never had that as a musician in the many years I've been playing. And I was just like, this is amazing. This is amazing what we're doing that touches people in that way. So
Yeah.
that's part of why the video struck people too, is that,
Absolutely.
that it people got drawn into this storyline and the song with Sunny Road.
Yeah, and then our second video is called Nightbird.
Yeah.
And you know, this is my home here. This is a cabin in the
It's
woods.
lovely.
And you know, this was the scene of a traumatic event, and you know, we decided to create this video around the entire story. And so we threw a gothic masquerade party.
Yes, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
The way that it went down, but you know, the audience, they wouldn't know really unless they knew me personally what really happened. But it's just so beautifully orchestrated, and you know, we invited our friends to be part of this. You know, we handpicked people for their unique looks. You know, we're friends with so many people that we, you know, at least for me, like my favorite people in the whole wide world are people that are not inhibited to be who they really feel that they want to be, you know, very colorful.
Yeah.
And so we incorporated this in our videos.
That's
And
cool.
Nightbird is just equally as cool as La Luna. And we're actually about ready to go film another one in a couple weeks.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, we start
And
on the third video next week.
who's going to film this one?
Sky, once again, we found that partnership.
We just love him.
Yeah. I mean,
Excellent. Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
worked on all of our video stuff, and he shot our our promotional shots course also. He worked with me prior on my solo stuff, and so he's been a real. He gets the vibe, and he helps. Looking
He knows how to tie a corset. It's wonderful.
Oh,
Yes.
that's good. That is
Yes.
yes. There are wrong ways to do it. You know, like you have to know what you're
Right.
doing. You want the right shape.
It's not my specialty.
Yeah, no.
My husband's gotten better. So I wear a lot of corsets for different music videos, photo shoots, etc. Not while I'm drumming. So my husband and I are also a duo. I drum and sing. He plays guitar. So I don't wear corsets when I'm playing, but when I'm doing music videos, when I'm, you know, like out and about just watching music, I want to like dress up in my corsets, dress goth. And yeah, he's gotten better throughout the years because there's a certain way to it.
We're both in like the industry of you know, making people beautiful.
Yes.
Try to be ourselves, and so
Mhm.
even when we are on stage, this is how we dress in normal life too. You know, we don't try to pretend to be anybody else. Like, we're trying to be authentically us. And
Yes.
you know, it's sometimes, you know, strange when you go to the grocery store and you're like this and people
Yeah.
stare, you know, but this is who I am and this is who he is.
Mhm.
And we try to put that into the music totally.
I love that. I love that you're unapologetically yourselves.
Yep.
And yeah, that's how a lot of artists are, I think. We're just not afraid to be us.
Yes.
Yeah, on our own. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean that's part of, you know, what makes us unique. And then, you know, music, we find people that are like each other.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Gravitate towards our tribe.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like you've got a great tribe. You got them together for the music video. It seems like Sky is also a part of that. He's not just your music video producer, but also part of that, which makes, you know, the working relationship that much better.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah. And we've, you know, we're very we're very selective of who we work with because the music is very emotional and it's very important to us. And I think it's very important that whoever we partner with understands that the presentation of how this gets put out there mirrors exactly what we feel in our hearts. And so when it comes to using Sky, he gets the vibe, he understands it, obviously. And when we work with our producer, it's the same thing. He understands where we're coming from and what we're looking for, so it's not a struggle. Because we've made music in the past, as Sunny said, she's done records where it became the producer's interpretation of what she wanted instead of that collaboration to actually create what we were looking for. And I've had the same issues in the past too, where it's like it was close, but it wasn't quite there. And I think this is the first time as artists we've really achieved what we feel like that this is exactly what we're feeling. And we hope that this is the connection that people will make to that music on a deep level that, you know, it's not just, you know, it's not just ear candy.
Yeah, and he, you know, he grew up in Minnesota in the punk scene.
Oh, okay.
In so many bands. He's opened for like headliners and he's done that. I was like off, you know, like my inspiration was when I was booked in Istanbul and I got this weird like thing about the writing this weird melodic, you know, Transylvanian kind of thing. And my second album I hooked up with an Armenian and he it was the same kind of melodic chord structure. So now we're putting the two together and we're just it's the coolest sound.
Ooh, I cannot wait to hear that.
I've got a comment from the chat I'm going to bring up for us. So Estelle is joining us tonight. Hello, my
Estelle.
dear.
Hi.
Well, authenticity and originality is such the perfect combination. Agreed.
Yes.
Absolutely. I think people understand that when they hear music or see the presentation of things, they can feel it if whether it's genuine or not. And so having that authenticity and originality is all part of the, you know.
It's all part of the process.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's if you're true to yourself and those things are part of your true north, then that's going to make it, people are going to connect to it much better, or I guess more genuinely than they would if it was, you know, if you were trying to follow a trend or whatever's hot at the time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Which never,
Yeah.
you know, maybe it works for, you know, but I mean, you know, we're telling a story.
Yeah.
Like, touch people to their souls.
Yeah.
It's a real responsibility. And so in order to like do that with conviction, like you have to really do it authentically.
Yeah. Someone
Yeah.
else can't tell your story. Someone will see through that. Not everybody will, but people who are really taking in the emotion of that
Yeah.
will detect that if it's been, you know,
Yeah.
like taken over by
Yeah,
the
everybody has
When it's your experiences.
yeah. And people will interpret our music in different ways pertaining to what they've been through. And during our shows, our audience sometimes is absolutely in tears.
Wow.
Sometimes they are just like, they're in the palm of our hands, and they wait in line after the shows to hug us and tell us their stories. And that's what,
Oh.
you know, hits deep, that we know that, okay, what we're doing makes a difference. It's not just banging our heads and playing just a beat for a bunch of people to drink to that are not going to remember what we did the next day. Like our stuff, we want our stuff to stick and to matter and to actually heal.
Right.
It feels safe. You feel safe to your audience.
Yes.
Yeah. That's beautiful. And very vulnerable of you too. So I'm sure that people
We've got nothing else to lose. You know, this is like,
Yeah.
well, just go out there and just do it. And why even worry about what anybody else thinks? Because this is our story.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's your art. You know, you're sharing
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a lane for everybody, right? I mean, whether it's punk rock, heavy metal, rap.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, if you're genuine to the lane that you're trying to go down, then just be genuine. Just be
Not all the lanes have even been invented yet. That's the thing.
Right.
Some bands are like trying to shoehorn themselves into all these different genres that have been done a billion times. Like, let's try to start new thoughts and new ideas and download them from the heavens and just, you know, be brave and just do it. And if you care what anybody thinks, there are people that will care.
We need a movement. You know, art has always had a movement. Music, evolution. Like we've always had these movements. We're kind of like you said, it's almost like we're stagnant right now because there's so many things. But with the changes in the world that are happening right now, I do believe that there are going to be those branches that are going to be explored.
Yeah, it's time, right? We haven't.
It is definitely time.
Music is always evolving.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think there's so much. I mean, COVID or the pandemic or whatever, it put kind of a kibosh on the live thing. And, you know, it seems to me the scene's coming back stronger than it's been in a long time now post that.
It is. We're hungry for it, you know?
Yeah, there's clubs, there's new bands, there's new faces. There's a whole nother generation of people being exposed to that. And that's the beauty of the music industry, is that there can be so many different things. And, you know, one of the things that we try to, I think we've succeeded in creating is, we're a duo. We don't have a drummer. We don't have a bass player. We're not a dance to band. We're sit and listen and take in the vibe type of band. And so we wanted to create that atmosphere, something completely different than anybody else in the area. Right. So it was something that drew people in, and so we created our own lane, right? And I think that's, you know,
not to mention unique. This is like a really great way to get you know, through something horrible that happened as far as like revenge in order to like do it in a positive way that feeds, you know, the universe in a good way instead of being negative about the past.
Oh,
Right.
well said. Very powerful.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. You know, we can lose ourselves or find ourselves.
Right.
Exactly.
There you go.
So where do you guys often play? What sort of venues are
Yeah.
you play? All sorts, like from casinos to coffee shops, or
It's more a theater type of atmosphere. We like doing like wineries. Our favorite one so far, or at least mine, was like an art gallery. It was just amazing.
Ooh.
that's
We're
cool.
doing in May. We're doing 2 days. We're doing a Renaissance fair.
Ooh,
Nice.
We dress up. You know, we are very gothic, very.
I love that.
It's just a beautiful scene, and it'll be cool because everybody will be dressed up. You know, so
Right.
That is fabulous. James Henson had a question. I'll have to check you guys out. Are you on all platforms?
Yes, we're on all digital platforms available: iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby.
they're playing us in Europe right now.
That's
Every
great.
digital format you can find our music on.
Cool.
Yeah,
And
he
you
said we just found you on Spotify.
follow me on Spotify. Awesome. Yes, go follow them everywhere. Go listen to
Yeah.
their music. You guys are so good.
Things differently with the way we roll music out. We've already recorded 6 songs, and so as we release a single, there will be a video to go with it, coincide. So the
Nice.
first video, obviously, it's Luna that was released the first of last
I
year.
love that one so much.
Nightbird came out mid-year as a single, and the next single that will come out in the probably late spring will be Never Touch the Stars. The video
Oh,
will be included in that.
okay.
But we did make a concession, and we released a 6-song EP that is only available at our shows.
Ooh.
Mm.
Raven.
Ooh, I like that.
It's a beautiful album, and you know, it's a gorgeous piece too. Like even the CD, it has clues in it. It's not just artwork. It's not just your average CD. It is really cool. But it's only available. It's a limited edition. We're only selling it at our live shows.
Nice.
Yeah,
So-
good hook, you guys. I like that. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you get this, but you'll have to come see
Right.
this. Ooh,
Yeah.
smart marketing.
Yeah, we're actually heading into the studio this weekend to record another 3 songs this weekend. So
Ooh.
Ooh, you have a lot of exciting things
Which
going
is
on.
cool itself, because the studio that we so Russ grew up with this amazing band who they're from Minnesota, and they were in bands, you know, forever, and so they ended up out here. And his gorgeous Turkish wife, who plays the violin and is a singer, and they have their own band. They're called Celestial Navigation. They are.
Ooh.
So I encourage everyone to follow them too. They are amazing. Okay. But anyway, Robbie is the most incredible producer, and so we go up and stay with him at his historic lodge. This place it was named after. I mean, I'm sorry. It was built after a guy that named one of the mountains up by Mount Baker. I mean, this is a historic 100-year-old lodge that we go record in. So it's very we like to record and create music in scenic places that inspire us.
That is super cool. I bet the energy there is amazing. You know, like
you can hear, and Dita, his wife Dita, she plays the violin on our music too, and Robbie does the drums, and it's cool.
That is very cool. I love that.
Yeah, so check them out, Celestial Navigation. They're amazing.
Celestial Navigation.
Celestial Navigation.
Absolutely. All right, so Kevin's got my I'm intrigued by what Kevin has said here. So we got Kevin and hi, Lou Jack.
Yeah.
Hi, Kevin.
So it sounds like Sonny's dog wouldn't let him into the cabin or
Kevin,
let him out to get to her cabin. What?
Kevin
What does he say? What is he
over-
reading?
Kevin came
Sorry.
over when I was not doing well. Yeah, 6 years ago I was dying. I had terminal cancer. They gave me 2 weeks.
Hi.
And Kevin came over to bring me food or something, and my German Shepherd would not let him on the premises, and he couldn't even get out of his car. And he called me back to like an hour away, and he said, "I'm sorry, I tried, but I couldn't get out because she wouldn't get out."
Very protective doggy.
She's a very protective dog. She's actually in the other room, and she's being really good right now.
Oh,
Oh.
babies. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, I bet she's gorgeous. I love German Shepherd.
Yeah, and Kevin throws. In fact, I believe I inspired the whole darn thing. When we didn't think I was going to make it, and so he started this cancer benefit at 9 p.m. every night.
That's you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so anyway, I'm the one that lived, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so Kevin continues to do this cancer benefit for those who need prayer, and there is power in numbers, believe me.
It's true.
Okay, so long story short, I'm in remission 100%. It's been 6 years now. I went through this massive broken heart on top of it, and that's where all these songs come from. Okay, but the good story is, man, I made it, and I was real diligent to try to survive. And this is where the songs come from, is from a very serious, deep part of what I am made of, and and Russ, he's a genius anyway in his writing. Well, you are. So together, he's helped my songs come alive.
That's beautiful. Take the compliment, Russ.
Yes.
Clarify that for a second. She writes her songs. I write my songs, and I assist with hers, and she assists with mine. So I mean, we're a collaboration of, we work together to enhance each other's work and make it better. And so, she's been through the traumas in her life. I've been through traumas in my life, and so we're trying to make a connection with people that you can live through these things and these challenges that you have. She's in remission from cancer, and I'm a recovering alcoholic.
Wow.
So things, as you go through those, you hope that you can connect with people and share those experiences that maybe some other people can relate to, or they can understand the challenge that you're going through, or they've been through it themselves, or whatever that may be. And we hope that that's the connection that we hope to make. And when Sunny speaks of playing a show and having people come up to her in tears after one of her songs, that's exactly, that's all we could ever hope for.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
It's not about money. It's not about fame. It's not about all those kind of things. It's that connection that you gather from those people that you share that experience with.
It's what you bring with you on the day you die. What is going to represent you? None of the material matters. None of the fame and the money matters. It's what you brought to the universe that matters. And what you with you on the day you cross over. That's where I come from. And so with every song we create, we go full on. We're going to make it as cool and as extravagant as we possibly can, because this is it. This is what we're manifesting this right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and there's so many layers to it, and that's so wonderful that the two of you can do that and produce such moving and lovely work.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I wanted to mention that this probably really resonates with Crash, because she's also a cancer survivor.
Congratulations.
Calling you out, girl, because
Thank you.
I met her after all of the trauma of survival and while she was in remission. But
I'm still in remission.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, that's
My
cool.
ribbon.
That is cool.
Fuck cancer, and it has my remission date on it, which is January 23rd, 2019.
Awesome.
And I met her just a few weeks after that.
Yeah.
So, like, the universe brought us together, and it's totally moving to see such a beautiful soul and hear all of the, you know, the very traumatic stories behind, you know, and how, you know, I'm just in awe of how you've lived through it, you came through, and how graceful you are through everything that the world still, you know, puts you through.
Still
Puts
throws at me.
And yeah, so it's
But I mean, this is how I look at it. Sometimes the universe has to grab you by the scruff of the neck and pull you out of the situation. And if it is heartbreak, if it is cancer, if it is alcoholism, if it is whatever it is, it's because, you know, we can't stay stagnant in our lives. We have to change in order to grow as a soul, right?
Yes.
And a lot of times, I mean, I'm very stubborn. I get in my situation and I want to stay where I'm at. I get very comfy and I snuggle and I just want to just hunker down, right? And so I wouldn't change unless something massive happened. And sometimes it, you know, it takes some other force of nature to change your circumstance without your control, without your consent. And sometimes that's pain, massive pain. And I think that sometimes pain, when you look back, that pain is a gift, because we wouldn't be where we are unless we went through all that. And so you really have to pat yourself on the back and say, man, you did a good job. You learned your lesson. You got through it till now. And now you get to travel the world. Now,
well, you are the force, you know, you
right.
fought that and you became that force of nature. It's just beautiful
You have
transition.
to make a decision. You just have to make a decision to do it and to survive.
Yeah.
And then write about it.
And
Never
what's
piss
the way
off
to
a
process?
songwriter. Never piss off a songwriter, because we will write about it.
Right?
Right.
Exactly. Top 10 people not to piss off. We're on it. I love that. So, Sunrust, how did you get your name, Sunrust?
I figured it out.
Sunny. Russ.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm like, wait,
His name is
what?
Rusty, and only his mom called him that. So,
No.
but Sun.
No. That's not.
Oh my gosh, a combination of the names. That's
Fun.
beautiful.
Yeah, no, it came to me right before we started airing. I was like, oh my God, okay, I get it.
The funny story.
I get it.
We played our very first show with our friends Celestial Navigation
Oh,
at the Central
Mhm.
in Seattle.
That's a really cool spot, by the way.
And at that show, we billed ourselves with another name because Sunny
Oh.
liked this name, and I was like, okay, it's okay. I don't really love it. And I presented her with Sunrust, and she immediately hated it. And she was like, I don't like it. I hate it. It's cheesy. And so that night at the show, we took a vote. Who likes this name better than this name?
Everybody was like,
And
that is the coolest name.
Everybody
ever.
chose Sunrust, and so we were like, she turned to me, she goes, I guess we're Sunrust.
catchy. You can really remember Sunrust. It
Yeah.
yeah. Very cool.
Thank you. And I
So
think
you're under another name. How long have you been Sunrust? Has it been the 2 years, or were you another name 2 years ago?
No, that was
just
from-
one gig.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Just
Yeah.
fun, good.
Central. That was our first show, which is very iconic. So my cousin, I know this is silly, but my cousin was in a band back in the day. They opened for Nirvana and Soundgarden. They were called Seaweed. Okay, and my cousin
Ooh.
the guitarist, and so we went there, and I was all excited because his poster's on the wall at the Central. But when we got on that stage, and there wasn't even anybody there, but
Yeah.
the place was so iconic, you could feel it was just haunted. It just felt haunted.
Yeah.
I felt like we were in the midst of greatness. Like I could feel these legends all around us, but there was nobody there. It was the coolest situation. And that place was very cool. And it was neat because that was our very first gig. And I knew right then when we were on that stage, man, this is going to be something.
Yeah. I love the Central.
What good energy.
Yeah.
All right, you got a fan that's shouting you out, Sonny. Buck says, hi, Sonny.
Hey, Beck.
Hey, Buck.
That's my boy.
That's
Love
Beck.
it.
He's in him and Megan. They're very good friends of ours, the Megan Story Project.
Oh,
Yeah.
They have
Yeah.
them on. We love them. They're wonderful.
Cool.
We've done a couple shows with them. And Megan's a very good friend of mine.
But
Nice.
don't let Buck be on the show unless he brings cookies.
Cookies.
okay.
Ooh.
Buck. Oh
so-
my gosh, she says no cookies for Russ. Come on, Buck.
Ooh.
All right,
And-
you do have a
and-
question.
Long pants.
What was that?
He has to wear long pants.
You have to wear long pants, Buck.
Mm.
Is he a shorts guy?
He's a shorts guy.
He's that guy. Okay.
No, yeah.
That's always wearing the shorts. Everybody knows one of them, right? All right. James from the chat, he wants to know what musical influences helped develop the style of your music.
I think everything from classic rock to post-punk to
I really like
singer-songwriter.
the vibe of like, say, like The Cure or Echo and the Bunny or Kate Bush or, you know, this
Very
kind of like sort of like new wave punk thing in the 80s. But we try to bring in more songwriting too, and more like the deepness of like 70s writers, like, you know, almost like James Taylor, kind of Eric Clapton kind of writing, you know, with that really, it makes you think. It draws up emotions that maybe you forgot about.
Right.
Yeah, I think that pretty much, I mean, when that 80s post-punk thing where you get into The Cure, the Banshees, Echo and the Bunnymen, U2, the guitar-driven stuff, because we're both playing guitars on stage.
Right.
But then you add into it the vocal harmonies and the songwriting, and it becomes a whole nother thing that maybe wasn't so prevalent in that era. And obviously, we're just a duo. We don't have a drummer. We don't have a bass player.
Right.
I mean, if we had a drummer and a bass, like, it would be epic. Because it's already epic, you know.
Yeah.
So we're very broken down to the bones right now. You know, it's just him on, he has several electric guitars. You know, I'm playing my 12 string. It's very dark and creepy.
In a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes. I love that creepiness, definitely.
Yeah, me too.
Oh God, I just read what Buck said to you, Russ. Pants are for nerds. Come on.
We'll just leave that right there.
We're gonna leave that.
Yeah.
I wonder, are we wearing pants? You don't know. The vote will happen now in the chat. Go. Are we wearing pants?
Could be like your best podcast ever.
Right? Oh my.
Crazy.
In his shorts with milk and cookies.
The comments keep going for like 18 more days. Yes, pants. No pants.
Yeah.
Does a dress count? No.
Oh.
Dresses are awesome for that. You don't feel like you're wearing pants. Some dresses are a little more challenging than others, though, right, Crash?
Yes.
So our dresses were really pretty at the award show, but we
Oh, it
learned
was
a lot about stage exit and enter with trains.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
So
so
we-
excited because, like, I always dress to the
Yeah,
nines. I wasn't
You do.
expecting everybody to dress to the nines, and it was fun.
Oh, I was so
Yeah.
to see
Yeah,
you
and then
well dressed
And we didn't know that we were going to win, you know, music video of the year. So that was such an honor for the first time. This was the first award ceremony in Washington for Independent Music Awards. This was the first time, and so we got to win for the very first time.
Oh,
yes.
and it was so amazing to be able to honor you and
Yeah.
you know,
And
nominees, award winners. Yes,
Kevin is amazing.
Kevin, yeah,
He worked his ass off.
he did.
he really did. And he's starting to work his ass off for next year too. I mean, there's so much that learned and that he wants to, you know, keep the same or change or elaborate on and make better. And yeah, it was a lovely evening, and it was an honor to be part of. And we got to know the winners.
Yeah.
We know like a week before, just a few days.
Yes, it was horrible knowing.
A week. So when I saw you sitting there, I'm like, oh, good, you're next to the stairs.
Yeah.
Like you're
the
gonna
only
be
place
happy
to sit.
there.
All the seats were taken by the time we got there.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to grab a table, but by the time we got around to that, the tables were all taken. So we just kind of hung out in the green room.
I
Yes.
love that. Green.
It's a beautiful venue and a perfect place for
We
that.
Oh,
Yes.
oh my God.
stayed there a couple of times, and it's so amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing. Just, you know, like speaking of haunted, definitely haunted.
Oh, the green room.
Holy shit. That
Every
whole
time we're
place
back,
is-
we take lots of pictures, and there's always orbs in the pictures, or something strange happens, and I feel so comfortable back there.
Me
It's
too.
all-
Yeah.
You know, I'm very all about, you know, feel, and everything that I wear is either frills or lace or velvet or something, even during, you know, just during every waking hour of my life. And in that green room is the most beautiful green room of all that I've ever been in.
Yeah, it is one of the coolest green rooms I've been in, and it's very comfortable. It's got a really good energy.
Yeah, it does.
And I heard that from a lot of other people that were back there, is that they just felt comfortable. And I'm glad that we were tucked away back there because it gave it good flow. Like I have to keep walking up and down stairs with the
Oh no, I couldn't do. Oh God. And high heels? No.
right. Oh yeah, yeah. So looking fancy.
Next year, no more trains. No trains.
Yeah, no trains. It's like no capes. No trains next year.
Yeah.
But Sunny,
Maybe a cape. I might wear a cape.
I did recognize you right away because, well, I, you know, researched the bands that were nominated.
Yes.
Had one, obviously, two. So I was researching people who were nominated in the months prior, but also Red. Red seems to be, it's either red or black, your colors. And I was like, I knew you right away because your profile picture for the band page, you were wearing red at the time. And I'm like, I know that's Sunrust. Like, that's them. Stunning.
Fits, you know, we like the dark, we like the you know, medieval mansion castle, you know, it just, I mean, even this cabin, you know, I it's just all just very the colors, it's just beautiful. I've always loved that look.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's very awesome. I'm digging it for sure.
Like you have this cabin in the woods. Like, oh, that's so.
It is.
It's where the
life goals right there. That's great.
I am like literally the opposite right now. Literally the opposite. I am in a motel in the city.
I'm in the woods, but I'm in a house.
Wherever,
but I do
wherever
love
you feel
house.
at home, you know, wherever you hang your hat. Because like, life changes.
Yeah.
Like it'll never stay the same. This is just now. It won't be forever, but this is now.
Well, and now feels pretty good. You know, I mean, it seems to. So now feels pretty good for me too. Oh my gosh, Buck says, I look pretty damn fancy myself, even in pants. So Buck wore pants to the awards.
He wore a suit one time.
Whoa, Buck was looking stylish.
Yeah, he looked pretty sharp in that suit, I will say.
Cool.
Mm.
Well, we probably saw you there, Buck. I mean, we saw a lot of people there.
Yeah,
it
they
was,
won 2 awards.
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Oh,
Buck,
that's right, because it was the Megan story.
Yeah, Megan.
oh, Buck
Megan,
is in, yes,
like,
yes,
Yes,
right, yes.
that's right.
best live duo or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
and
won
they
both.
performed.
Yes.
Yes. Or no? Did they? They didn't.
I don't think they performed.
No.
I thought they performed.
You're thinking of Brandy Wine and Souls Worn Thin, Trip the Wire.
Maybe.
Fire. I went to school with Rico Ibarra, the drummer.
What? That's cool.
Yeah. We haven't seen each other since like junior high, so we got to see each other that night. That was cool.
That is super cool. Like,
Yeah, he turned out pretty. He was always really cool.
Because I swear I'm in the band. Oh, and they did not play. They did not play.
Trip
I
to
didn't
Wine.
think so, but
My bad. I thought for
Yeah.
some reason they did.
well, they did win 2 awards. So that was a big deal. I mean, Josh
Well.
Kane won a few awards himself.
Josh Kane pretty much swept the whole night.
He did. Yes. Really, really talented artist that we honored.
Yeah. Yes.
And it was really cool. It was really neat to network with people that you had only been friends with online or followed online. I heard that from a few
Right.
people we had as presenters and other influencers that were in the crowd. They were like, we got to finally meet people that we've only known online.
Right.
Or we've met people that we didn't even know of, like got to, mingle with owners of venues. It was a pretty good night for networking. And that was Kevin's goal of
Yes.
the award show, is that it was community building and networking for everyone involved.
Yeah, I think
And a
that's
way to honor each other, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
important thing is to create that community of, even if you're in a different genre and you don't play the same shows, having that, I know somebody from another band, and having that connection, or,
Yeah.
go support them. You have a face to know it when you go to those shows.
Yeah.
And then, vice versa. I think that's part of the community is that, I've never seen half those bands, but now I'm intrigued to go see those shows and go, oh yeah, I saw those guys and that was cool. Let's go see them play. And
Yeah.
that's kind of what that community comes together for, those kind of things, because that's what makes it special.
And the opening bands for that band that you're there to see, those are 2 new bands that you didn't know about also.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and chances are, one time or another, we will open for each other.
Yeah. You never
Yeah.
know. Exactly.
Sometimes it's a
Yeah.
cool collaboration.
It is really
I
cool.
know a lot of venues are trying to collaborate a lot of different genres in shows, like a metal, pop, and rap night.
Mm.
Yeah, I think that's important because you draw a different crowd for each band,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
cross-populate, and meet each other from different genres. And stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the important part of that community is that, maybe you see something you liked from a rap band that you'd never seen before, or a metal band, country band, or a pop band, or whatever.
Right. It's definitely mind opening, because it terrified me, to not be with the genres that I was comfortable with, but you meet other musicians and you are exposed to these different genres that you give a chance then, and you're like, wow, this works. And I want to support them. They want to support me. Our community is
Right.
so supportive.
And they bring, different fans,
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
and now these fans are your fans
Right.
because you played a song that they really liked.
Yeah.
Come to see a country band.
Mm-hmm.
It can happen.
There you go.
Yeah, on Musicians Hangout, I've definitely been, exposed to more genres than I listened to back in the day. Like, there was a time during Musicians, we were networking with so many country bands, and like, I'm from North Dakota, but I'm a rocker through and through. But I got to pretty stellar country artists. And
I was even into them, and I don't really like country like at all.
right,
And
so
I was really getting into their music. I was like, you know what? I would fucking rock out to this.
it's
I
humbling.
played a show with these guys.
If you're
Yeah.
a true musician, you do really, you take elements of everything that you've ever been exposed to make
Yeah.
your own sound. If you're brave enough to do it and not fall into the trap of sticking with some genre that maybe isn't, I've done that my whole life. I've tried to stay in the lanes, and it just never worked because it wasn't me,
Yeah.
So you really have to take all of your different experiences with everything you've ever heard, and maybe to create your own sound. And it does. Some people are like, oh, I don't like this, and I do like that, and I don't like that. But anything you've ever heard or been exposed to somehow will influence you as an individual, and as a musician.
Oh, absolutely.
That will become part of whatever you create.
Yeah. As a drummer, I know that I bring a lot of punk feel to my metal stuff. So
Yeah, there you go.
I really love that.
I think it's really important. Well, I believe that a true musician listens to all music,
Yeah.
pulls
Yes.
that influence from every type of music, because whether it's my punk roots or it's the alt country that I dealt with for a number of years in previous bands, or the stuff that we're doing now, or the post-punk stuff I did way back when. I mean, all that stuff, I listen to everything.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't eliminate anything from my ears just because it's not what I prefer.
Yeah.
Because I think there's great stuff in every genre, right? I mean,
Right.
I'm not a rap fan, but you can't deny Jay-Z or Eminem. I mean,
Or
there's amazing.
NWA. And I love it.
That's awesome.
Amazing talent in those genres.
I like a little Minnesota dude named POF.
Yeah.
He has his own record company, and they're also a rap group called Doomtree.
Yeah.
They're awesome. I love them.
Yeah, there's talented artists in every genre.
Yeah, he also is the guitar player and singer for a punk band called Building Better Bombs.
Nice.
Sweet.
Hey, there you go. Cross-pollination.
I love it. Well, very cool. So we've got about 7 more minutes left.
No shit, really? God, that
I wanted to give everybody the 7-minute warning because it's been so amazing hanging out with you all, and we want to highlight where our followers can follow you, and also where to find you at future gigs. What are your goals?
I was just gonna say, yeah, where's your next gig?
Yeah.
So this last year we played 20 plus shows.
Wow.
So we spent a lot of time out playing gigs and taking some gigs we probably shouldn't have.
Oh.
Been there.
But we took them because we didn't have the experience to know where our music fit.
Oh.
And so being very selective this year about choosing where we fit into play.
Okay.
Because we don't have a drummer, we don't have a bass player. We're not a dance band. We're not a rah-rah, shish-bamboo think type.
Right.
We're more of a thinking and a relaxing, soothing experience.
Mm-hmm.
And so
yeah.
we don't work in certain venues, so we're being very selective. And then, we're doing the Renaissance Fair coming up in May on Whidbey Island. We've got a couple in the works. We've got a couple other things in the works. Very selective. I know that we have.
Oh, we were asked to play in Tenerife, Spain, or it's off the coast of Morocco on April 20th, but we are putting that off just because it was too soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's actually, we want to go to Europe.
What an honor. That is so
right.
They're playing us all over there right now, and that would be so much fun. So I want to send a shout out to Easy Rider Tenerife Radio too, because they've been like our #1 supporters. They're just wonderful.
And nice.
That is wonderful. That is so cool.
But anyway, go ahead.
Oh, that's good. But we've got other shows coming up later this year that will, as they get finalized, we'll release them to people. You can follow us on Reverb Nation on Sunrust. You can follow us on Facebook on our Facebook page. We have an Instagram also, so everything is updated as it comes in to let people know when the next single comes out, the next video drops. We have our own YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, we'll check you out on YouTube for sure.
Yeah, we've got everything is across every platform on social media. And so we just make sure that as things roll out, we drop things to let people know where we're playing. So. And
on our videos too, just check them out. Like it takes a few times to watch them over and over to see, like, there are people that we're going to have people make cameos in each one. There are things from like my past and his past that we incorporate in these videos, and after a while it'll click.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a search and find kind of thing when you watch.
So
the video.
Fun. I like that twist. Cool.
Like a Where's Waldo?
We try to plant.
Yeah, right.
We try to plant Easter eggs in every video. So
I love that.
Look for those Easter eggs.
Okay. Okay.
Well, I love that. I love Easter eggs.
Yeah. Super cool. So yeah, looking forward to your future projects and helping you share out and promote, shows, music videos, etc. That'll be great.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We really enjoy this. This is great. You guys are wonderful.
Yeah.
It was so good to have you on.
It's been such a pleasure to have you on. Yeah, we'll stay connected and yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe have you back on in the future after
I would love to come and check you guys out live.
We would love to.
Cool.
I know that probably our next Tacoma show will be at the New Frontier Lounge.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That'll be
we'll make sure that we share all that information with you guys to let everybody
That is a really cool spot too. That's where we met.
Wow, that's cool.
Here, and it's like one of the most. I think it is like the most historic bar in all of Tacoma. It's a really cool
I'm trying to remember if I've ever been to the Frontier. It sounds familiar, but I know I haven't played it, but I might have gone and seen bands there.
It's a great little club.
Sweet.
I can't wait. I can't wait to check it out.
No, that's so awesome that we have so many historical places to be able to play still, that's a win in our music scene for sure.
Absolutely.
I think it would be so cool if they opened up a speakeasy in the underground Seattle.
Exactly.
Right?
It's like back in the day, I played Port Townsend a lot. Like I did blues shows and stuff there, and they have these creepy little speakeasies, and I felt so comfortable. I would love. This is right where we belong. That would be so cool if we could have more venues open up with more character like that.
Yes.
Cool. So I live near Port Townsend. I'm in Squim. So
yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So I used to play at the Uptown.
Okay. Yeah.
Upstairs. You could sit upstairs and look down and watch the stage, and it was just really creepy.
A lot of creepy places that I love creepy things. So I'm intrigued by them. Yes. It's that goth side of us. I love it.
Yeah. Yes. I feel that the spirits just they surround us and put their arms around us, and it helps us, on stage it's the energy. It's the whole thing.
Well, you guys have great energy. So it's been fun to share that with you tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. All right, my friends, it is time. Oh, wow, Crash, it's been lovely hanging
so
out.
good to hang out with you tonight. And it's so good to hang out with you guys, too.
Yes,
Thank
Sunny
you.
and Russ. Let's stay connected, and we'll see you very soon.
Yes.
Meet you both.
Thank you.
All right, everybody, we'll see you next week. I'm going to take us out. Let's go. Bye, everybody. Keep rocking out there. Stay safe.